what is shadow work? Let's go back to the basics, because a lot of the things that I share on this channel are more advanced, all right? And we want to go back to the basics, because sometimes I'm throwing the words here and there, but I want you guys to have these like foundational videos. What are those terms? What is shadow work? What is it not? How do we begin? Okay. And so to make this easier for you, I've created a whole video going into what is or is not shadow work to help you get started. All right, this video was inspired because I was in this advanced group on a call, and I'm thinking that a lot of people have done the shadow work there, and it's very in depth. And someone asked, "Oh, so is that shadow work?" And realizing that we don't all understand what that is, and so I want to make this video to make it really, really clear. What does that mean? How do we go about it? Because some of those things, you think that it's implied, it's not, right? And also it can be our individual understanding, but what does that mean, generally speaking? All right, so what is the shadow? Shadow work is working with the shadow. What is the shadow? The shadow is those things that, like, we turn to the sun and we're like, this is me that I want everyone to see. And the shadow is not. All right, so as we were born whole and pure. First note. So we absolutely have this, right? Because we begin our development in the womb. And while we're in the womb, we hear things, we receive things, we feel the feelings of our mother, right? Some would argue that you have a great link to your grandmother, because it's like you were there in your mother's body and therefore in your grandmother's body. And so where it begins doesn't really matter. Some of you may go like, but there are past lives, and but there are this. And it's like, yes, let's focus on right now. Let's focus on this lifetime. Because one of the things that I want to point out is that the mind likes to go in the past. And in my one-on-one work with clients, we sometimes go to the past lives. We sometimes go to the lineage, as long as it comes from the present moment. Okay? Because this lifetime is enough. Whatever needs to be cleared, I guarantee you it will pop up in your everyday life. You do not have to be looking for trouble. Whatever you need will be given to you. All right? Whatever you need to work through will present itself, guaranteed. So, assuming that we're born, whole, or more freer than we are later on in life. So you're born whole. There's a part of you that is the higher self, that is just like this, I'm the embodiment of God. I love all of me. There is the yin and yang, right? There is the light, there's the shadow, and I love all of it. It's all of me. It's the contrast. There are things that I like, and there are things that I don't like that help me get clear on what I do like. It's like, I love it. I love the beauty and everything. Not just the good, not rejecting the bad. I love all of it. It's all safe. It's all me discovering life. And then there is the ego that is getting more comfortable, right? It's like, okay, identifying with the body, little babies, they're moving their hands, they're figuring out what they can do, how does it work? They're figuring out what they can see. So they don't just translate vibration, as we all do fundamentally, foundationally. They also start identifying with the body, like, oh, okay, if I just think things, it doesn't work. I have to be able to speak it. Or, it's so frustrating. My mother and father don't understand me because I can't speak a discomfort. Okay, so I'm crying, right? What can my things, like, there's this frustration. It's like, I want to reach that. I don't know how, because I don't know how my hand moves yet. And, they're learning to move. They're learning to hold their head up. The body's developing, their brain is developing. So there's this incredible being kind of being stuck in the body. Right? And with that, we start to forget the wholeness that we are, the divinity that we are, right? That inner knowing that's like, life is here to support me. I can have anything I want. This is how I create through vibration, through frequency. And so with that, we identify with the physical. And when we're around parents, caregivers, society, who do not see the world as the yin and yang, I love the beauty of the light. I love the beauty and the contrast of the shadow. They don't see it that way. They see it as, you're a good girl or boy if you do this. You're a bad boy or girl if you do that. Those feelings are appropriate, those are not. You're angry, good people don't get angry, so stop that. It's like, oh, okay. Anger, shadow, okay. Being happy, light aspect. Self-expression, when people don't like boundaries, okay, shadow. Shouldn't do that, right? So we sort these as acceptable. Okay, I want this is the light can shine on that. And unacceptable. Those are the shadows. No one see that. No one see those parts of me. I feel not enough. What are you talking about? Just feel empowered. Oh, okay. Not enoughness, shadow. Shouldn't feel that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're at not enoughness, or I feel like, later on in life, like, oh, can my kid just had that experience. He wanted to play with some kids, the football, and they're like, oh, they said no. I'm like, yeah, how do you feel about that? He's like, well, I'm okay. But there is some part of like, oh, what will other people think? There's a bit of a contraction, and there's nothing wrong with the contraction. It's like all of life, right? Whether it's birthing, right? It's like you need contractions for the birthing process, or what I like to picture is the wave. Like when the tide is rising, it's not the water's like just like that. No, it goes up and it goes backward and it goes forward again and it goes backwards again. So it's like the contractions are necessary. Going back, pulling back is necessary so you can move forward stronger. And that is the rhythm of life. Okay. The weather, it's not just one thing. We need the rain, we need the sun, we need the contrast. And it itself is neutral. But when we create a story around it, we make it bad. We make it unacceptable. Like, oh, I don't know how to feel not enoughness. No one taught me how to move through not enoughness. So not enoughness is bad. I don't like to feel it in my body. And just because we weren't taught, right? Anger, such a powerful emotion, just means my boundaries were trespassed. So many of us have a really unhealthy relationship with anger. And this is what I work with my one-on-one clients around. And this is what we do in Thrive as well. How do we come into the right relationship with anger? Because it's a beautiful emotion, but a lot of us, because we weren't taught how to work with it, how to love it, we denied it as, okay, unacceptable, it's a shadow. So the assertive one, right, the anger, or like that, the inner bee, the one who's not feeling enough, the one that's, the selfish one. And we have so much around that. It's like, well, you shouldn't be selfish. It's like our world is selfish in the sense that nature is selfish. It's like, trees grow and like assert themselves. Like, I need more sunshine. And we're not allowed to do that. And we were told, well, no, you're selfish or you're bad for wanting this thing for you, right? Put other people first. And the truth is, you can't give to others if you're empty. That's a whole other video, which I have made. So check that out on the channel. So this is a bit of an intro of what is shadow work. It's basically any part of yourself that you have denied and that went in the shadow, all right? And what we get to do in shadow work is we get to bring back those parts, because it wasn't about anyone else judging. It was that, especially at a young age, we're very impressionable. So when someone says this isn't okay, it's like, oh, a part of me is not okay. Okay. It's not about other people judging it. It's about you judging it. And so we're learning how to bring that shadow back, how to own it, how to ask for forgiveness. I'm so sorry I denied you. I love you. Right? Thank you for being a part of me. Please forgive me for locking you up. I know for me, it was the whole feminine aspect. At the age of 13, I just shut that part off. Growing up with an abusive parent, and it was like, okay, my emotions are obviously not serving me. So the emotional me, locking down in the basement, and it was the whole feminine aspect. It's like, I also shut down my intuition. I also shut down like all of the feminine gifts, the expression that didn't serve me in that household. So all of that was shut down. And like that shadow masculine protector, like, okay, we don't know how to deal with that. So we weren't taught, I wasn't modeled that. So, okay, we're just gonna go, and we're gonna work, and we're gonna get good grades, and we're gonna operate from the thinking mind, and we're gonna have no empathy and no compassion because that's not serving us. That gets us hurt. And so to create the boundaries to protect myself from that environment, I had to put all my gifts, my sensitive aspects, the beauty, the expression, the receptivity, all of that had to be shut down in the basement. All of that went into the shadow. And so bringing that back was, well, forgiving, right? Asking for forgiveness, those parts, making contact again, because if you've shut down some of these parts, most of the clients that I work with, this is, well, some have it also like in early 20s, but a lot of it was in childhood. And so as those parts get shut down, it's like, hey, I'm ready to be friends again. And sometimes those parts of like, F you, because it's been so long. It's like you've shut down those parts when you were 3, and now when you're 50 and you're like, can we be friends again? It's like, really? Really, you want to be friends with me? It doesn't work like that. And so learning how to integrate that, learning how to build that relationship, how to build that trust again. And from that place, it's really beautiful because as we integrate the shadow, we get to come into wholeness. Now, another really important aspect that I teach, because so many are like, I want to do shadow work and go in that. A lot of what we do in the spiritual community and the personal development right now, and this trend is let's work on the shadow. And it's really another hamster wheel. It's similarly as people getting education again in this course, and then I'm going to be worthy, then I'm going to be better. And we do that with shadow work. An important part that's being missed is how do we actually open up to the light as well? Because what we think is like, okay, well, this is the light aspect. It's already integrated. Because the shadow was not integrated, because we were not in wholeness, most of us don't know how to truly open up to joy, to bliss, to receptivity. Can you be audacious enough in the best moments to ask, how can this get even better? Right? Not ask that when you're at rock bottom, like, oh, I wish for something better. In your most blissful moment, ask, what else do I want? What else would feel delicious? What else would feel exciting, right? And this is also such an important aspect. I call this the light work, right? Working with the light body as we are working with the shadow body, because that too truly is not integrated. Okay, because most of us are just here playing a role, right? It's like, oh, my parents or caregivers like this, so I'm this way. Or they didn't like that, so I denied those parts of me. And it's about coming into wholeness. What am I really? And the real you loves the shadow and loves the light body as well. And sourcing from both of those, living and embodying both of those, and like incorporating, having that delicious relationship and union of the two parts of you. So let me know if you have any questions down below. Give it a thumbs up or a heart. I don't know what they have here nowadays. If this resonated, share it with someone who might benefit from this, from having this clarity. What is shadow work? How do we do that? And again, if you want more, if you have more detailed questions, let me know below and I can make videos about that. And if you want to dive deeper with this, if you want one-on-one support with this, because I know for me, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am in such a short time without my mentors, without my teachers. And this can get really rough without support. So if you want, my support, or, it doesn't have to be me. Find someone to work with. Find something that resonates for you. If you do want to work with me, there's details on how to get on a free clarity call to see if this is in alignment, because it's really important for me to feel the person first before I start working with them. And just opening up to your shadow. What does you loving yourself on all levels look like? I thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a powerful week.